The Nigerian Navy was established in 1956 as the Nigerian Naval Force. 250 personnel of the former Marine Department were seconded to form the nucleus of the Nigerian Naval Force. Subsequently, the Nigerian Naval Force was renamed as the Naval Defense Force of Nigeria through the Sessional Paper 6 of 1956. On 1st May 1958, the Naval Defense Force was legally established as a force and renamed Royal Nigerian Navy. After Nigeria became a republic in 1963, the prefix Royal was dropped through the Act of Parliament No. 21 of 1964, thus giving birth to the Nigerian Navy. Nigerian Navy's constitutional responsibility, as derived from the 1999 Constitution, the Armed Forces Act, and the National Defense Policy, is the defense and security of the nation's maritime territory in peace and war. The Navy has done this since establishment in 1956 with the emplacement of a conducive, safe, and secure environment for Nigeria to optimize the potentials of its maritime environment. The Nigerian Navy has over the years refined its processes, operational concept, and doctrinal practices towards addressing threats in the maritime domain. What then are the secrets behind the Nigerian Navy operational successes?
I will say purposeful leadership and a dedicated workforce. The leadership must be able to outline a vision and mission statement that will guide Nigerian Navy personnel to the desired end state. Accordingly, my mantra, which is as always, it's our Navy, is drawn from my vision. This is intended to awaken and carry everyone along, that every personnel have a responsibility and should contribute to the growth and development of the Nigerian Navy. Also, a dedicated workforce of officers, ratings, and civilian staff who are committed in line with the Nigerian Navy core values of professionalism, integrity, and teamwork towards realizing the Chief of the Naval Staff's vision and mission statement. My vision statement is to leverage on all factors of national location, technology, training, teamwork, and synergy to re-energize the Nigerian Navy and enhance her as a well-motivated and ready naval force in the discharge of her constitutional mandate and assign tasks in fulfillment of national security objectives. While of course my mission statement for the Nigerian Navy is to optimize the deployment of the Nigerian Navy in the performance of our constitutional roles and the undertaking of assigned tasks while promptly responding with commensurate actions to other emerging national security challenges. In doing this, it is instructive to mention that through purposeful leadership and with the support of the officers, ratings, and civilian staff, we remain focused and committed towards realizing the vision and mission statements.
Under its transformational initiative, the Total Spectrum Maritime Strategy was developed to guide its operations in defense of Nigeria's interests as well as peace and security on land, coastal waters, Nigeria's exclusive economic zone, and beyond. She has achieved this by constantly enhancing its capacity for surveillance, response, and law enforcement. The Nigerian Navy carries out round-the-clock surveillance of Nigeria's maritime space using surface vessels, helicopters, and its maritime domain awareness infrastructure, comprising regional maritime awareness capability and the Falcon Eye facilities. The Falcon Eye enables effective electronic tracking of vessels within the nation's maritime environment, whether they are fitted with automatic identification system or not. Nigerian Navy Maritime Domain Awareness System have facilitated the tracking and arrest of several vessels engaged in criminal acts in the nation's maritime environment and the Gulf of Guinea. Few examples include the rescue from pirates of the tanker MT Maximus at the fringes of Sao Tome and Principe in 2016, and the similar rescue of the fishing vessel MV Halifeng 2, 140 nautical miles south of the Lagos Fairway buoy in May 2020. In an effort to ensure prompt response to maritime security threats, the Nigerian Navy instituted 54 dedicated operations from 2015 to date to tackle piracy, sea robbery and illegal refining, as well as other threats to peaceful use of the maritime environment. The operations include choke point management and control operations, whereby armed personnel are deployed in houseboats supported by patrol boats to form naval security stations at identified choke points at the entrance to the creeks to deny access to crude oil thieves. So far, the Nigerian Navy has established naval security stations in 12 out of about 37 identified choke points and river entrances in the Niger Delta region. 2 dedicated naval operations, codenamed Operation Terateku and Operation Calm Waters, were activated in 2016 and 2019 to contain threats of piracy and related attacks on shipping and oil and gas installations. Operation River Sweep was activated in early January 2017 to curb illegal refining of crude oil in the Niger Delta. The operation involves the deployment of patrol teams supported by swamp bogies that are used for dismantling of identified illegal refining sites and storage tanks. These operations ensure credible presence around identified piracy-prone areas at sea.
As I always say, the true state of affairs is that piracy is not peculiar to Nigeria alone. Piracy is as old as seafaring itself. The act of piracy in our waters is not perpetrated by Nigerians alone, as other foreign nationals are also involved in it. Again, it is observed that the reports on acts of piracy is largely exaggerated for selfish ends. I don't want to mention names here of people who are, giving this negative narrative. But on its part, the Nigerian Navy has been involved in aggressive maritime security operations. This has necessitated the establishment of a task force, Operation Terateku, dedicated for anti-piracy operations. This is in addition to series of operations conducted by the respective operational commands and bases, just as recently concluded by Central and Eastern Naval Command.
Available statistics indicate that these interventions have made credible and sustainable impact, reduced incidents of piracy and sea robbery, as well as attacks against oil and gas installations offshore and shipping within Nigeria's waters to its lowest ebb since 2015. Following its huge success, the Nigerian Navy has sustained this momentum with the activation of Operation Calm Waters 2 in all the operational commands of the service in July 2020. The successes recorded from 2015 to July 2021 under Operation River Sweep include destruction of a total of 5,247 illegal refineries through the use of swamp bogies. arrest of total of 420 vessels, as well as confiscation of a total of 79,818 bags of smuggled rice valued at over 1.5 billion naira. The Nigerian Navy has also been involved in joint operations and internal security operations, including counterinsurgency operations in the northeast, internal security operations in the north central, anti-illegal bunkering and anti-militancy operations in the south-south, as well as anti-illegal bunkering and anti-pipeline vandalism in the southwest. Law enforcement or prosecution of offenders is a crucial aspect of Nigerian Navy's operational engagement to safeguard the nation's maritime domain. For this, the Nigerian Navy collaborates with stakeholders such as the Police, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and Federal Ministry of Justice that have powers of prosecution. The Nigerian Navy effective collaboration with stakeholders led to the launch of the Harmonized Standard Operating Procedure on arrest, detention and prosecution of vessels and persons in Nigeria's maritime environment in January 2016. This and the Suppression of Piracy and Other Maritime Offences Act 2019 has greatly aided the fight against maritime crimes, as evidenced by the conviction of 10 pirates on 23 July 2021 under the Suppression of Piracy Act. Effective collaboration with other maritime stakeholders recently encouraged the ITO Global Group to donate 50 gunboats and other maritime security assets to the Nigerian Navy in an impressive ceremony where the SBS conducted Operation Falcon Fury to demonstrate the capacity of the Nigerian Navy to eliminate maritime criminals. The Nigerian Navy is equally supporting regional efforts towards collective maritime security. Regularly, the Nigerian Navy participates in some combined multinational exercises which include Exercise Grand African Nemo, Exercise Obangame Express, and Operation Junction Ray. The efforts of the Nigerian Navy in the last 6 years have contributed significantly to improve security within the nation's maritime domain, leading to the arrest of several persons and vessels in criminal activities. Its operations also successfully checkmated large-scale theft of crude oil and other illegal refined products, effectively denying resource thieves the proceeds of their crimes amounting to approximately 96 billion naira between 2015 and July 2021. It further ensured a drastic reduction of piracy and sea robbery within the nation's waters. For instance, in 2016, 51 successful pirate attacks were recorded, while as of 2020, only 22 pirate attacks were recorded. Furthermore, as of July 2021, only 5 pirate attacks were recorded.
The good news, however, is that our efforts is yielding positive results, as there has been a shift from piracy activities from the nation's maritime domain to the waters of neighboring littoral states. I'm not saying it's good news because we are also, impacted upon. In fact, International Maritime Bureau recently acknowledged a marked decline in piracy and other illegal activities to an all-time lowest level since 1994.
In the last 6 years, the Nigerian Navy has embarked on an ambitious fleet recapitalization program, which involves the procurement of sophisticated ships, modern aircraft, specialized boats, and special operations vessels. In a major fleet renewal milestone, the Nigerian Navy recently took delivery of its first ever purpose-built offshore survey vessel, NNS Lana, from Ossia, France. For the first time since 1979, the service has also taken delivery of a new landing ship tank, NNS Kada, from Damin Shipyard, UAE. In a major boost for maritime security efforts, Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved 2 new offshore patrol vessels for the Nigerian Navy. The Nigerian Navy also procured a total of 313 riverine patrol boats of various types and mix in support of its operations. The service acquired 168 outboard engines for the boats.
On the issue of consolidating Nigerian Navy shipbuilding endeavor, we are not relenting, and therefore the Nigerian Navy intends to collaborate with other reputable shipbuilding yards both locally and internationally. For example, we are partnering with Paramount Group of South Africa as well as Bureau Veritas, which is an international shipbuilding accrediting company who are partnering with us in the construction of the CO Defense Boat 3, which will soon be commissioned, perhaps in September, all things being equal. We also leverage on modern technology, especially the 4th generation industrial revolution solutions, to enhance our shipbuilding efforts. Also, manpower is key to the sustenance of the Nigerian Navy shipbuilding efforts. The Nigerian Navy in this regard has revamped the moribund apprentice training school in the Naval Dockyard at Victoria Island, Lagos. This school will readily sustain the Naval Dockyard Limited and Naval Shipyard Limited while contributing to the national technical human capacity development for the maritime sector.
Conscious of the need to deploy highly motivated, skilled and resourceful personnel to secure the nation's maritime environment and by extension its economic prosperity, the Nigerian Navy in the last 6 years commissioned 1,175 officers and enlisted 7,093 ratings.
Reach. Contact bearing 342. Doing course 0.
Currently, 1,300 ratings are undergoing training at the Nigerian Navy Basic Training School, One, Rivers State. The leadership of the Nigerian Navy realizes the importance of welfare towards a healthy and motivated workforce. Hence, there has been concerted efforts towards the provision of suitable barracks accommodation for naval personnel in naval units and establishment, as well as improvements in medical facilities. Prominent among these are the provision of 2 blocks of 16 two-bedroom flats, senior rating quarters. Four blocks of 8 three-bedroom flat lieutenant quarters. And 2 42 rooms rating transit accommodation in Navy Town, Ojo, Lagos. Also, a new naval barracks housing 150 units of accommodation of various types was commissioned in Banda, Lokoja, Kogi State. Efforts are currently ongoing towards the completion of Navy Town at Sokoro, Abuja. On healthcare for personnel, an ultra-modern reference hospital was commissioned in Calabar, Cross River State, while upgraded imaging and dental centers have been added to the Nigerian Navy Reference Hospital, Lagos. The Nigerian Navy Medical Center in Borokiri, Port Harcourt, is currently being upgraded to serve the medical needs of the naval community in that area. The Nigerian Navy has put in place a comprehensive annual medical test for all personnel in a bid to ensure healthy workforce. As the Nigerian Navy establishes new naval bases in Lekki, Kano, and Oguta, there is also renewed emphasis on civil-military cooperation activities. On the whole, the Nigerian Navy has been resolute in achieving set objectives of ensuring that Nigeria's maritime area is safe and open to legitimate activities through the emplacement of appropriate strategies. Going forward, the leadership of the Nigerian Navy is committed to ensuring these successes are sustained through leadership, training, good reward system, provision of adequate welfare support for personnel, and responsiveness to transformational trends.
The federal government has remained instrumental to the giant strides achieved by the Nigerian Navy. The service appreciates Mr. President's affable support in meeting her constitutional mandates. I must note that the federal government has been supportive to the Nigerian Navy fleet recapitalization efforts and other developmental agenda of the Navy. With respect to our recent successes, apart from the enablement provided by the federal government under the able leadership of His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, I wish to use this opportunity to acknowledge the support and encouragement of the National Assembly, Federal Ministries of Defense, Finance and Transportation, as well as other stakeholders. In addition, I wish to put on record the untiring dedication and sustained professionalism of officers and ratings of the Nigerian Navy.
With more solidarity and goodwill, the Nigerian Navy would improve security in the nation's maritime environment, and this will translate to prosperity for all citizens and residents of Nigeria. Nigerian Navy, onward together.